Welcome to Airguns and Coffee Talks with Airguns Raider and Hipshot. Today is range day for the Walther PDP by T4E. We're gonna get the magazines prepared and we'll get ready to head out to the range. Today we'll also feature the Walther PPQ pellet pistol, only because it's the closest thing that I have to the setup that I have here. And we'll just run it side by side. You know, sometimes I like to contrast two pistols. In this case, we'll do the paintball pistol versus the pellet pistol. Also, this one here, we have future plans to run this one against the Glock 17 Gen 5 pellet pistol, but that's for another video. So anyway, guys, the coffee's hot. Get yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage. Meet myself and Hipshot on the other side. So I'm gonna load up these magazines. We're gonna load the magazine here with these 4.3 black nylon round ball, and we're probably gonna use some aluminum ball, 0.43 aluminum balls with this one, and then hopefully I'll get around to it and I'll test these illuminated rubber balls in the T4E, and in the PPQ we'll run these Diablo basic wad cutter in this one, in this magazine here. So we'll go ahead and do that and meet you guys out in the range. So unfortunately today, guys, will not be able to run the 0.43 aluminum balls. I ordered these. I'm gonna have to send them back. They're too large for my magazines. So stay tuned. I'm kind of disappointed in that for myself because I wanted to see on some of the testing that I have, power tests, I like to see if they'll bust bottles and things like that. So won't be able to do that today. So we'll catch it on the next one. This is my range setup for today. I have a box for my paintball marker on the left. In the middle, we have one for the pellets, and then we have a bottle for the rubber balls. The thing about rubber balls and things for the paintball marker are they are recoverable. So if you have something that will collect them, I set up my targets like this for collection. So I'm able to clean my balls and the rubber balls and the hard balls, and would be the aluminum ammo for collection and cleaning, so they can be reused. Today, unfortunately, the aluminum ammunition did not fit in my magazine, so I'm gonna send those back and reorder some new ones. So I don't know if you're familiar with my range, but this is my range, and this is where I do my shooting and filming. So this is also my table setup that I'll be shooting off of. Guys, I'll be using the mask for eye protection for my paintball markers, and I'll be using this eye protection for my pellet shooting. Always wear eye protection, guys. You don't want to mess up and lose an eye over just this hobby. It's not worth it. Also, guys, I don't know what the T4E is doing sound wise. I know the pellet pistol is not too bad, so if you must, wear you some ear protection to help out. I don't have my decimal reader with me today, but we'll just take precautions anyway. The first thing that we'll do is we'll put a little silicone oil on the tips of the CO2. This will help to keep the seals lubricated and keep from drying out. Just a little drop, guys. It doesn't take a whole lot. I heard that little hiss. Both the PDP and the PQ, they come with their own built-in Allen key. Fits in the back strap of a gun. So the only thing about it, guys, is that I watched a video where one of the fellow air gunners is concerned about it, whether or not you keep using it, it's going to wear out. So instead of just doing that, I've got 1,000 Allen keys, guys. So I'll just go ahead and use this one. First up, we're going to go with the PDP. We're going to shoot for the center to begin with, just to see how that goes. We have the red dot on high. First shots. So I haven't sighted these red dots in. I may have to, hopefully not. But yeah, I'm gonna have to sight them in. It did look like it came over when I adjusted it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough adjustment. It would be on center. We'll just see. Yeah, no. In this case, I figured it out. I was turning the opposite direction that it needs to go, so I'm in the zone. I just need to come up a little bit more, and I need to come over just a little bit. So see how that goes. Just a little bit more, I think. Let's see if my adjustments are gonna work. Let's see. I'm not sure. May have to do a little more. Yeah. Let's see if I'm close now. Yeah, I'm closer. It looks like I'm closer to the zone. Still shooting right. Yeah, that looks close enough, guys. Just a slight adjustment. Just a slight adjustment. But I like that one. That might be close enough. Yeah. I think we're gonna call it that. Little slight adjustments here and there. But that's good enough for today. So it depends on where I'm aiming. Looks like I'm to the right. Even though I've done adjustments, guys, I'm not gonna keep on going. I'll have to dial in. This is the first day, so we'll just sit at a bench and see if I can't dial it in at another day. I don't have all day for that. That's better. This is my 4th magazine. It's starting to drop off. We'll see what this one does, and we're going to probably leave this one alone for a while. Yeah. The air is starting to drop off now. Yeah. Okay, so I got the target set up for the glow action. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything out of them, but we'll see. Looks like my camera wants to record where it's turning on the flashlight, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn that off. Okay, so I was able to turn the flash off. Let's see if we can get any, I don't know if we can get anything out of this. Guys, you can see the target. And see, yeah, they're bouncing all the way back. Hold on, let me see if I can remedy that. Okay, we'll see if that helps any. Don't know that it will, but all we can do is try. I think it helped to catch the balls. I'm not seeing any. Okay, so at the angle I'm at, I'm not seeing that I see any of the glow, but I have the light on the balls. Probably not gonna get to see them, but we'll try them anyway. Don't know if we see that, if it got on camera or not, but tell you what we'll do. Let's see if we can, yeah, we'll light it up that way. See if, see how that goes. I don't think you're gonna see any glow, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll try a little strobe light. Guys, excuse that if that bothers you. But we're gonna go with this as being the last round. This is my fourth round in this magazine. And I noticed that they start to the air starts to drop off, and I don't have to go all the way to the end. Let's see. Okay, I had a jam. jam now. See how they bounce back. Okay, so we had I don't know if you can see that or not, clean up on aisle 1. Didn't have but 4 balls come back, which is not too bad. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to switch over to the PPQ pellet pistol. See how that goes. If I try a new mag, see if it does anything. Yeah, that's better. The range session is over for today. I want to go over these guns and how they perform. The primary one is the PDP. So this one, guys, yeah, I'm happy, very happy with. Very solid pistol. Just feels great in your hand. Listen to that. Not a lot of shake and rattle with it. Same thing as when I shot it. Solid performance. This one here, guys, it's okay. Has a little clank to it. If you can hear it, you probably can hear it in the shots as well. But I like both of them anyway. It's like I said, I have most of the brands of the replicas that are the ones that they produce, and that they're the ones that are they sell the most. But I'm very satisfied with the purchase of the T4E. So yeah, I think more than likely it would be one of the ones, if I wanted to get the black one, I would. But because I collect in different types of periods, and I have a bunch of them on my list, I may not. But anyway, we'll go over the targets in a minute. So this thing, very positive in its shooting. The blowback is crispy. I think of course, I like to have full blowback with anything, but I don't think it's produced for that, and it's not necessary. It had enough kick in it that I enjoyed shooting it. Not too much to complain about with it. Had a couple of hiccups with the rubber balls that I purchased, where they were getting stuck in the magazine, but other than that, there wasn't a whole lot wrong with it, except for also too, I didn't have my red dot dialed in. So a lot of times, guys, when I'm just trying to get a little bit of shooting in so that I can see what the new guns are doing, I won't spend a lot of time with the guns in terms of dialing in the red dots or the scopes until later sessions or other sessions that I'm doing some pleasure shooting with. But since I was just getting a feel, wanted to get a feel of what this thing felt like, there was no, it still didn't have a lot of problems. Just didn't dial that in. I didn't have the time to continue to fiddle with it the way I need to. And the red dot, it wasn't too bad. It had a nice dot that was clear reticle. No complaints from that. Took a minute for me to figure out the elevation. The windage was not too bad. Once I figured it out, it was close to what it needed to be. This one here had a little bit of trying to adjust it in order to get it right, but I got it good enough for what I was doing. Like I said, if I had a chance to spend more time with it, I will do that in a later shooting. So I think the thing too, guys, when I'm shooting this thing, I'm shooting it, for some accuracy, and at 10 meters, that's the length of my range. I can't ask for too much more with that, especially because this one here, you probably do more drills than you are target shooting for distance. And so with drills, if you're at the range or whatever, you're shooting closer up, 5 to 8 foot. So, yeah, I think it'll work perfect for that. Not a problem going forward. So yeah, definitely glad that I chose this one. I really am happy for that purchase. This one here, again, I like this pistol. I don't have too many pistols that I don't like when I buy them, guys, because I do my little research on them, and I'll make a determination on whether or not it comes to the channel, just based on so many different factors, from whether or not I can afford them or I can get good prices on them and anything. But I'm happy with both of these purchases for sure. This one here I've shot before. It's been a while since I've had it in the range, so just wanted to compare aesthetics with the PDP. So PPQ is a good gun. So I would imagine it's pretty good, even if you had it in the T4E version. But I don't know, we'll see what else they produce and whether or not I'll go for one of those coming up, or just keep what I have and just enjoy what I'm doing. So I wasn't able to shoot the aluminum balls for the PDP. I'm gonna send those back and order some more for a later date to test and try. These guys, I'm on the fence with. Of course they're all rubber and they bounce like crazy, but since I've made targets for different situations, I was able to adjust my target for these. I'll have to look at the video to see if you can see any of the glowing action, but unlike the tracers that you can put on some of my airsoft guns, which you will have more of a positive glowing charge out of those than these, because of the way they're situated. I had it in pure dark, and that just wasn't so, at least from what I could see. Maybe I'll see a difference on the screen, maybe not, I don't know. The torch on this one, guys, I like this one. $14 torch. I will be buying this one again, even though I don't like all of this logo stuff on the side. I know you can take that off, but I don't have to do all of that, guys. It's just, these are just air guns. But the strobe is really good on this one. The illumination is really great on the flashlight of it, and yeah, I would highly recommend that one to purchase, because it didn't cost all that much, and it worked for what I needed for. So I like to shoot in the dark sometimes, so that works for me. RWS Diablo basic flat pellets, guys. I didn't have any jams in my magazines, so for that I give it an A++. Sometimes I forget when you're shooting pellet pistols, there's no lock back on the last shot, so sometimes you'll shoot and unless you count it, you don't know that you run out. But no jams. I had no jams. So I like that more than anything. like I said, when I dial in for accuracy, I'll test these pellets a little bit more to see what they do. But today was just shooting comparison for myself, just to see how it handled against the PDP. So we'll go a little bit over some of the target shooting. So I got 4 mags out of this thing of positive shots. The 4th magazine, you could feel the power really lessening, and so usually I back up off of the CO2. I don't shoot the CO2 down all the time, especially in my more expensive guns. So I'll rather just let it get to those shots I don't have to see. I would say that they're probably right in terms of you can get probably 60 rounds out of each magazine filled with the CO2 because I got, let's say 8 times 4. So 8 times 4 is 48. 48? Yeah, 48 shots. Is it 48? 8 times 4 is 30. No. 8 times 4 is 32. I'm sorry. So anyway, math is not right. But anyway, I think you could get the 60 shots, but would you want to? I have no idea. So these first shots where I was trying to dial in, it was shooting low first, and then as I start dialing it in, this is what we got as a result. This here belongs to the last grouping, or not the last grouping, but the 3rd grouping. I just didn't mark them, but this is what we had from 10 meters, and that was just trying to dial it in. Once I did that, I came down to number 2. This is where I was, and it could just be the fact that I was shooting this one, which is on the left-hand side, but this is kind of grouping I got with that. I don't know. I'm still inside except for one. Inside the circle except for one at 10 meters. Let's see. The 3rd grouping is up here at the top. This is where we are here. Like I said, I'm shooting to my left side with that, and this is what really it is. But again, like I said, my red dot is not dialed in the way it needs to be. But this would be the grouping. This is what I ended up with. That was close to on target, but it ended up being more of a flyer. So that was like my first shot. So, and then I got all of this right here. And for the last group, I'm shooting to the right, so we can see that we're over here to the right side. I need to adjust the red dot quite a bit, but this is also, remember too, guys, this is the 4th grouping, so this is when the gas was going out too. So I mean, but all in all, I think that it'll be okay, especially for what you would do. You're not using this as your primary target gun anyway. This is more for drilling and practicing and that type of stuff, shorter distances. So this one here is pretty much all over the place, guys. I did shoot 4 magazines worth of pellets. I didn't do any marking on these, but I'm in the circle. This was the first grouping that I was shooting, but didn't have any problems with the pellets. More or less with the sight that I was using, because I know that now it was not dialed in, so I wasn't really particularly aiming at any of these. This is the one I was concentrated on. but they're all over the place. So don't really, not good if you were trying to do accuracy right now. But like I said, I'm gonna spend some time with these in a future video, or just focus on dialing it in and then practicing the shooting within the circle for the next time. Okay, so in conclusion, guys, would I purchase this one for my collection? And is it the one that starts it all? Yeah, it's the one that rebirths my collection status in terms of buying higher grade guns, guns that I really want in my collection, and not just collecting for the sake of collecting. I would say yes. I'm proud and happy to have this particular model, the one I chose over the rest, because it ticked all the boxes with what I was looking for and how I wanted to collect these items. And so, yeah, I'm happy to have this one in my collection for all the reasons above, and the two explanations in my first two videos. So if you haven't watched those, guys, be sure to go over to my channel and look at those, and please subscribe to my channel, guys. If you like what you're looking at, please hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I would appreciate it. I will try to get to your comments as I see them. And definitely an enjoyment, definitely a good one to purchase if you like this this type of paintball marker. Very solid gun. I don't think you could go wrong. And just it's a matter of your own personal preferences. This was my personal preference, and I am very good, and we now know the reason why I purchased this one. Until the next one we decide to collect, we'll do more videos on this one and many more as we go along. And with that, guys, starting to ramble as usual. So you know what time it is. This is my buddy Hipshot, the most ferocious air gunner hippopotamus in YouTube's history. So as you know, we are out.